Okay, so now if you look at these, the skew is not always obvious. So for class A, it doesn't appear that there's any skew, but we do have a big left whisker, and the box on the right's a little bit bigger. It's not as obvious as it is for class B. Both left box and left whisker are much bigger. And if you look at the SAT scores, again, not quite as obvious. It does appear to have a left box that's bigger, but the two whiskers appear to be pretty much the same. Now, you can subtract the numbers to find the width. So the width of the right whisker on top, the width of the left whisker on bottom, and then the left range starting at the median to the left, I just subtracted those numbers, and the right range starting at the median and then going to the right, I just subtracted those numbers. So we got a right whisker that's a little bit bigger than the left whisker, but we got a left range that's bigger than the right range. So not quite obvious what is the skew here. And this is an indication when this happens, when your one-sided range is bigger than the other sided range, but the opposite sided whisker is bigger, that's an indication that we have what we call multimodal data. Okay, there's two distinct groups. So you have an upper end group and you have a lower end group, and they're distinct from each other. So in class, you might have students who are very good at math. You might have students that struggle with math in the same class. And so that's what happens when you get something like this. Okay, and notice that the direction of the skew is a way to indicate which side the mean is. And so when you have something like this, where for each month, the variation in temperature is going to be a little different. The winter months, the summer months, the fall months, and notice it's not always obvious where the mean is shifting, up or down. That's what the plus symbol represents. Okay, and so in science, we tend to have these box and whiskers depicted, displaying data. So this would be the temperature variations over a year for each month. So it's a little different.